So, Damo's a little bit upset. She's crying because this is the first time that we've left Hugo and Otis for 7 years. So me and Damo have never been away with each other for 7 years. I've been away to places like Damo's gone to the Cambodian border shopping while I've taken care of the kids, but we've never been anywhere together and we've never left the kids. How do you feel? Huh? What did I?
Getting look.
She said, "Getting look, so you're gonna miss the kids." But we're only going actually for 3 nights, so it's like 3 days and 3 nights, and so I'm all right with it. Now we're leaving them with Yai. Yai has got years and years of experience taking care of the kids, so we're heading off to Koh Chang. I'm going to be spending 3 days over on Koh Chang, so we've got a big road trip ahead of us, and we're excited to go on. And we thought we'd use these vlogs less as like a travel vlog and more of like an insight into me and Damo, our marriage and our relationship. And we're not going to be vlogging the whole thing. We're actually planning only to put one vlog out, like probably like 20 minutes of the 3 to 4 day trip. Are you sure you want to go? Are you sure you want to go? We're just going for 3 days now. You want to stay and I'll take Yai? Me and Yai will go on the beach. You alright? So Damo's feeling better now. She's come around a little bit. I think it's because, I think I'll articulate this in English, but it's because ever since Hugo was born, she's never been separate from him. So obviously in like 3 years, this is the first time Damo's ever been separate from Hugo. First stop, we have to go and deliver some mats that Damo's mum has made. We're going to be delivering them to some people that bought them from her. Apparently these mats are made from a special technique that not everybody can do, so they're quite high in demand here. There they are, the mats. So we're going to be delivering these as we get over the hill, and these people have ordered them specially from Damo's mum. So many of you would have seen Damo's mum making these mats, and so we've just come to drop some off. And these are all the little kids here. เด็กกี่คนทุกคนอยู่ที่บ้านนี้เหรอไม่เหรอสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ So we got Yai here, a little baba connected to this Quat Nam, so you can't go too far. This guy looks completely chill. Look at that in his hammock. So they're just chilling here in the hammock watching the TV. Now she's got her maps now, so very happy. So as I mentioned earlier, with this vlog, like with this trip, I wanted to take a bit of an opportunity to talk about my and Damo's marriage. Like, we've been together for 11 years. And kind of over the old travel vlogging kind of thing, you know, where I get the drone out and we vlog Koh Chang and we do the whole travel thing, like, you know, come visit this place. I've been doing that for a while, like, and usually on trips that's something that I do. But I thought I'd do something a bit deeper on this vlog, and not everybody will understand a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about on this vlog. Like, people that have been married and in serious relationships, you'll probably get it. I don't know. I mean, there's so many variables in that, right? If you've never been married, never had a long-term relationship, you probably won't get it that much. And we have a certain way of working together, Damo and I. Like, we've been through a lot together. It's not always been easy. Our marriage has been turbulent, certainly in the start. And it seemed like a good idea to talk about this since we're taking this like second honeymoon. And I think that makes the topic, you know, even more interesting to talk about the dynamics, like the way we work together, some of the things that we've kind of battled through together to make our marriage work. And and how we've come out the other side all these years later. You know, this is our 11th year to become finally like a happy couple. We weren't always a happy couple together. I think that's the case for a lot of relationships. So you have the honeymoon period that they call, like maybe it's the first year where, you know, you're madly in love and everything's romantic and you're on the phone together all the time. And me and Damo actually met online, and we were volunteering with elephants in St. Clanarbury. So we kind of met up there, and at first we were just friends. Damo wasn't interested, I was interested. We were friends, and we used to talk a lot, and many people that don't understand Damo and haven't watched this vlog for a long time would kind of snigger at this, and you know, some people online do, because they think like all Thai women are the same. But Damo had never had a boyfriend, and she never even kissed a guy when she met me. And you know, a lot of people go, oh yeah, that's so he thinks, like she's tricked him, you know. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. They kind of think you're an idiot and like to believe that. But when you understand Damo and you know Damo, she's very, very conservative, and the whole family are quite conservative as well. So it took time for us to really get to know each other, and she wasn't as physical as I am. Like, even holding hands was an issue. And so that's how kind of things began, and that was the honeymoon period. So that's the start of the long journey 11 years ago. And to be honest, I'd worked in the nightclubs, and I'd been in Thailand a long time, and I'd had a lot of relationships. I'd even had quite a few long-term serious relationships. In comparison to them, you know, she's never really been with anybody else, so she's got nothing to compare it to. Whereas I had many, many relationships before coming here. So, and I was also like a party animal. Like, I was a big drinker, party animal. She was more like a nature girl, and she would spend a lot of time working. So she's a career professional. She has a degree in finance and marketing, and she was working for an export-import bank in Bangkok, earning great money, you know, and but working long hours, that kind of thing, and then sending money home to family. She bought a condo in Bangkok, so she was very like self-funded, self-financed, very entrepreneurial. And of course, when I met her, she was like 26, 27. So, and she's older than me by 2 years. So, and yet I'm the one that looks older than her. So that's the start of the story. I've set the foundation. We're going to go into some other stuff later on in this vlog. The mats are delivered. Let's jump in the car, and it's time for Koh Chang.
Dream up a world of pirates. Climb the highest tree. Fall down. Mama, I'm fine, don't worry. Go back out to sea. Sail home, sweet home, where the ships must go to get all cleaned up and put away.
I'm DJ today.
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, better.
Feel better, yeah?
Yes. Should be relaxed holiday. And then we come back to the kids in 3 days.
We can call them anyway. We can call the kids. Yai's a professional, let's put it that way. Quick stop along the way, guys. This is Thailand. Beautiful scenery all around. Lots to see, lots to stop at. Even though my camera is so far away, I don't think I've got that whole mountain in there. Absolutely beautiful here. So this vlog is not really like a travel vlog, because I'm bored of doing travel vlogs. It's more like an info vlog, like and talk about our marriage a bit. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, do you think we were made for each other?
Yeah, of course. 100%.
No, we weren't. No.
What is me?
Like soulmate, like should be together, like 100%.
Of course.
No.
ทำไม?
We weren't. We always say that we were like not meant to be together, but it become to be together.
It's called soulmate.
That called soulmate. Oh.
Yeah. If not be together, then we have.
But would you thought, like at the start of our relationship, that it was going to work out?
No.
Like no chance, right?
No chance. But we never like cannot live without each other. So we always come back. Yeah.
Because we used to break up and make up, right? So after the honeymoon period, where everything was great, I've already told them about the honeymoon period. Like, everything's great. Then we went through like a rocky, difficult patch. Like, I was drinking a lot, partying a lot, and our personalities were different. Like, you wanted one thing in life, I wanted another thing. So what was it like then?
I like
What was it like back then?
crazy. All I can say is crazy. Really crazy.
I think I had commitment issues as well. Like, I don't think I wanted like a long-term relationship or a marriage or something, and we just did very different personalities, weren't we? And it really didn't look like it was going to work out. So, but we would break up, and then we'd spend.
You cannot live without me. You always come back. Please come back, baby.
You always come back.
No, you always come back.
We
I
would
walk away many times already.
spend time away from each other, like weeks, sometimes months away from each other. But then in the end, we'd just say, it's not working out. We'd come back together, wouldn't we?
You come back to me.
Okay, then I'd come back to her. So, but yeah, I mean, that's. I mean, most of you out there, you know, you've had relationships, what it's like. And I'd say, I've told you about the first phase, which is like the honeymoon period, the courting time, the fun time, the exciting time. Then we went through the turbulent time, was the second phase of the marriage. I think there's like 4 phases. We're probably in phase 4 or 5, which we'll get to in this vlog. Arriving here at the crossing, Koh Chang, really beautiful, guys. And we've just been laughing and joking the whole way in the car. It's about 5.5 hours the drive. Damo's just over there, and you can see the car is there at the bottom waiting to get on the boat. And 5.5 hours drive, laughing, joking, listening to music. I have to say, Thai music a lot of the way. I don't understand a lot of the Thai music, to be honest, especially like the rapping stuff that Damo listens to, but she loves to sing along with it and she enjoys it. So we're going to be crossing over here. We're making good time, and we'll be arriving probably at our place where we're staying at around 4 p.m. and then we're going to settle in, and we're going out tonight, guys. That's right, you heard it right, we're going out. We're letting loose. You ever hear that phrase, don't find someone to grow old with, find someone to stay young with, something along those lines. I paraphrase, but that's what me and Damo were just talking about in the car. We're not mum and dad on this trip. We are just we've just been joking that we're a couple of like 19-year-olds on a break on an island, having as much fun as we possibly can in the limited time that we have. So I was saying earlier that when we first met, babe, like you didn't even want to hold hands. Is that right? You're quite conservative.
Not hold my hand, walk, like we walk together but have to give space. So it's like when you have a foreign boyfriend or something like that, and then I feel like Thai people that
maybe they think it's not a real relationship. Let's put it that way. Maybe it's like one-nighter or some money involved or something like that. So she used to like to walk separately, so people didn't think that.
Yeah, but I do care so much. Yeah, that time, like do care about not hold hand. Yeah.
Alright guys, so we messed up. We're planning to continue our travel and then, you know, give you an introduction to the whole island. But we just kind of threw the camera down and we went off on a bit of a mad one. What did we do last night, babe?
Check around the island, the place, shopping place, eating place, and live music place.
And so, here we are. This is where we're staying. A place called Nature Beach Resort. Very, very private and secluded area. Howdy, Cap. We're just having some breakfast here on the beach. I can't tell you guys, like it's just nice to... We love the kids, we miss the kids. Quite funny, yesterday we were walking around and this holiday was all about just kind of being away from the kids for the first time in 7 years. and we said, right, we're going to pretend that we don't have kids. But then the first 5 minutes, we're walking around in these shops and like, oh, Otis will like this, or oh, this would be nice for Hugo. And even when we got to this beach, Damo was saying, Hugo would love to play on this beach. So you can't break the pattern that easily. Also, on the boat on the way here, they were selling sweets in the little shop. And first thing that went through my mind is, I'll get Otis some of those sweets. So it's like you're programmed as parents. You're just kind of programmed to think about the kids like exclusively. I'd say that goes for me about 50%, but for Damo it probably goes about 90%. 90% of her thinking and time is dedicated to the kids. How do you feel about it being kind of this is the first time ever you've been away from children, probably since Otis was born, 7 years, right?
Yeah, still miss them every minute. But also like we want to relax a bit, you know, from everything, because in the farm I'm like the one that respond everything, like responsible everything, like take care of my mom, my dad, or everything, help like a helper in the farm, you know. But this time it's like what you call relax without worrying about that.
Because over the years I've tried many times to kind of pull her away, like, oh, let's go here, let's go there, and every time there's an excuse, right? Oh, I can't, my mum needs this, or my dad's not well, or you know, real excuses, not just like making something up. But then I've had to kind of come on my own to different places, which is nice to come alone, but it's not the same, is it? Because we laugh and we joke a lot, and you're making memories together. Whereas I come on my own, maybe I'll just get stoned on the beach on some CBD or something. You know, it's not as fun. You know, you're not making memories, that kind of thing. So
We've not been out like this for a long time, and it's like บ้านนอกเข้ากรุง what you call. It's like you are jungle people that the first time go to the city.
But we're in that kind of mood where the mood is we don't give a shit about shit. You know, we're just enjoying ourselves, and that's it. And it's been fun for us. It's been romantic for us too, right? You know, this vlog we're talking a little bit about our marriage. Well, you got to keep your marriage fresh. You got to, in my opinion, on your marriage, you got to keep falling in love with each other. So you fall in love once, and you meet somebody, and you go through the honeymoon period. Then maybe you go through phases together where each of you changes. So people change, and they develop. Maybe they get better, maybe they get worse. But then you've got to kind of reconnect and fall in love again multiple times if you're going to keep the relationship working. And I think at this point in time, our friendship has never been stronger, has it? It's mainly our friendship that is important more than anything else. Like before, it was lovey-dovey in the honeymoon period. Then there's the parent. Oh, you stick together because you're parents, or you stay together because of the kids. But at the moment, I think it's our friendship that's really the best, isn't it?
So we like I'm not sure. We like know about each other more, like because we don't have a friend.
Yeah, I don't have any friends. You don't have any friends.
Yeah,
too.
and also it's like we only have each other, so we learn about each other a lot. Like before, he have many friends, so he have many people understand him like that. So he don't, and also I don't really want to know much about him before, you know, which is thing like a girlfriend, boyfriend, like that. But actually, by the time I learn more, open more to listen to him more, you know, this is very important, and also communicate is also very important for the relationship, you know. And our relationship, if you want to have like a really strong relationship, you have to like become friend, you know, to him, that like he can say anything that,
well, friends together, isn't
yeah, be friend. You can say, he can say anything, and then I have to accept, you know, like sometimes, you know, friend, it can talk to friend like more open than girlfriend and boyfriend, because sometimes when we become girlfriend and boyfriend, when we want to say something we worry about gonna hurt that feeling or something like that, you know. But actually open heart to talk, put everything on the table, is a good way for a relationship, really. Yeah. Communicate is very important for the relationship.
And, you know, we often say on this vlog that we don't actually have any friends. Like, Damo doesn't talk to anybody, really, outside of our family.
Busy already.
Her family and stuff, but that's it, really. And then for me, there's about 7 people around the world that I'll talk to, voice note, things like that. But, you know, friends, I just found over time friends are overrated in many respects. Like, when I had my jazz lounge, I was quite popular within that area, and, you know, you would have hundreds of people that come and chat with you and drink with you and stuff like that. And, you know, your friends kind of fall away. The ones that really are your friends stick around, and the ones that not fall away. And so it's not that I don't have a lot of friends because friends are hard to find. I think friends are quite easy to find, but I like to keep the circle small. I'm sure I'll have subscribers out there that are like that, and I'd say that Damo's probably my best friend now, aren't you, babe?
Yeah.
So we can have fun. I can only trust her. That is true. So Damo's got a coffee arriving here. Remember, I started this vlog yesterday, so I can't remember what the hell I was talking about, but I think it was something along the lines of phases. So phase 1 for us was the honeymoon period. Everything was great, just fall in love, puppy love, you know. And then phase 2 was like my crazy period. So it was drinking, smoking. We weren't sure if we wanted to be together. We were just unsure, and it was a crazy time, right?
Crazy young guy.
Just crazy young guy, like drinking a lot.
Selfish, crazy young guy.
And this lasted years, yeah? So 3 years, 4 years, maybe more?
That crazy life is like, 4 years, I think.
Yeah, so that was crazy. That was like breaking up, making up, like just we weren't sure, you know. And we weren't married then either. Thank you. Got a watermelon shake. Beautiful pancakes. Look at that with tangerine and banana. Mango shake.
Fresh one.
And then I'll say like phase 3 was my more professional time. Like I had a career, corporate. Otis was born. We went into like we kind of got rid of our social life. Everything calmed down. We said we're really going to make a go of the marriage and being parents, and we kind of settled down a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, and after crazy time, step into the professional job. So it's like make him more, you know, learning about business more that time, and then more calm down from every crazy thing. But also it's like become another life, you know, another chapter. That's time, and then
bit boring. Boring. Like. The crazy phase, although it was crazy, I mean, it was a lot of fun. We owned a jazz lounge together, and so it was just a party all the time. People coming around, a lot of laughing and joking. There was a lot of good times too. So that was fun. But then when I went into corporate, money was great, but it was boring as hell.
Yeah, it's boring, but it's the first start of become, you know, more adult. Yeah, it's, you know, it's like the beginning of become adults, and then family, you know.
I calmed down a lot, and I got sober as well. That was another thing, getting sober. And then I'd say now we're in phase 4, where, you know, even in phase 3 there was some uncertainty sometimes if we were going to stay together. You know, like it wasn't, there was still times where we were like, oh, are we right for each other? You know what I mean? Whereas now phase 4, which is leaving corporate, building the farm, the past 3 or 4 years, phase 4 has been like, we're together forever, you know, like this is it. We may not be perfect for each other on paper, but in a way we are good for each other and we are perfect for each other. There are things that are not perfect, but will you ever find the perfect relationship? Like I think that the idea of perfect is the wrong idea. It's like, is this beach perfect? It's got rocks on it. You might look at the beach and say, oh, it's not perfect, it's got those rocks over there. You know, maybe the waves is too much, not calm enough, the sea's not blue enough. Or you can accept the beach as it is, as a beautiful beach, and it's perfect in a way, isn't it? Even though it's imperfect. You know what I mean? So that's like our relationship. It's like the beach. It's a bit rocky sometimes, and the sea's not always blue, but it's perfect. Things that are opposite about us seem to work well. Things that you think that wouldn't work well work really well.
We are so different, completely different. But right now it's like because Brian he more calm and more family man. You know, it's like I think this moment is really good.
Thank you. We got a breakfast.
Now it's like Ryan become more family man. You know, everything he think about is about making the family work. It's like provide everything for the family. You know, and this time it's like for me it's complete. You know, for the first time like rocky, or our relationship is so rocky, but we still stick together. Stick together. It means it's break up sometime, but always we never leave each other. You know, like always come back.
I think for me, Damo's become more communicative. Like she'll talk more. She's become more friendly, and
I always commit with him from the beginning. You know, even that we break up, you know, I still like never move to a new relationship like that. Still, it's not waiting, but it's just like no relationship. I don't trust anymore.
And your mum was quite supportive too. Even through everything, your mum would still be like, stick with him. You know what I mean? Thank you.
No, in my family, it's like we think like you know, if you want relationship to work, you have to, you know, work out. You know, not just okay, this not work and then move to a new relationship. My mom always teach me like that. You know, like if you love him, maybe like try to open more, or you know, it's just like what you call, we believe in, we want to have only one man in our life. You know? So we still like have to believe.
They're very monogamous and very like committed, and it's just like one love in your life. That's it. But I think this has gone on quite a long time. So final point on this one is, I think like in your marriage, you've got to be really honest and you've got to say what you want. There's things Damo's had to change about herself for me, and
I have to change myself because I know like I not communicate, you know, a lot. You know, not open heart to like to talk, or what you call, just quiet, you know, like that. But I think when to talk more and say something like I don't like something, before I worry about say something gonna hurt him or he not gonna like it. But right now just like if I don't like something, I just say it. You know, it's like he like that, and he like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like brutal honesty. Even on this vlog, I think you might see that we talk about things. Damo knows all of the details of my past stuff. Before we were together, when we were together. Everything that's ever happened, she knows. So, and it's because brutal honesty is just the best way, I think, in relationships. So, and you've got to be clear about what you want from a relationship. Like, if your relationship's not fulfilling in some way, and it's not making you happy, it's no use like going around cheating or finding somebody else. You've got to just tell the person, oh, by the way, this ain't working out for me. We've got to work out. And I've had to change a lot about myself too for Damo and the family. So
we compromise.
Yeah,
we're compromise. A relationship is about compromise, you know. It's not just go your way or go my way. It's like in the middle. We have to work out together. Like that means like talk is important. Yeah.
So that's it, guys, for this vlog. You've come on us the journey to Koh Chang. I'll just show you my baguette. And we're going to enjoy this beautiful beach now. And we're going to have a drive around the island today. I don't know if we'll be vlogging much more than this for this trip. I actually didn't bring much equipment and memory cards and things like that. But we hope you're all well, and thanks for joining us. We hope you found this vlog interesting. Bye!